hard part for really,
Yeah.
astute investors because they want to rebalance. Look at Kramer on television earlier last year, right? He was saying, I'm selling my position. It's gone up too much. It's like that signals negative to the market, obviously, for people who listen to him, because then they start doing it too.
But for an institutional or professional investor who has done that all his life, that's the prudent thing to do.
Yeah.
To take some profit and then look for the other asset that has a higher
Return
estimated
profile.
value. Yeah, but there's nothing
Good
else.
luck.
There is nothing else.
Yeah.
Show me one asset with a Sharpe ratio above 1.
Yeah.
There is nothing else. So, well, we could talk about Bitcoin versus crypto because there's a lot of coins, of course, that have done better, like Ethereum, etc. But
Solana. Yeah.
yeah, it's smaller. It's
Do you mess around with the altcoin market because you obviously understand charts and TA and all this kind of stuff?
No, I don't do it myself, but I can understand that investors just see it as a number on the screen. It doesn't
That's it.
matter.
It's not about 20 years from now, right?
Yeah. And so, but for me, the Ethereum or the clones of Bitcoin, like Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin SV, they're totally unattractive because they don't have the things that make Bitcoin great for me. The decentralized part, that you don't need a server, but have all this peer to peer. The BitTorrent part, the yeah, the scarcity part, the not being a company.
Let's go to that. Actually, that's one of my questions later. I want to go to that. So can
Sure.
you share to the audience, what do you believe people should be most focused on to gain their conviction in Bitcoin? They shouldn't just follow the model, right? They should gain conviction. I always tell people, I point them to Saifedean's book, but also VJ's book, I think, is great. The Bullish Case for Bitcoin, or his article is even easier, the Medium article. Which properties do you find, the most, I guess, interesting, or like we talked about network effects, or to tell people what you think they should be most focused on to try to build their conviction in Bitcoin?
Yeah, the first thing you should read is the Bitcoin white paper, and if you don't understand it, learn it. There's a lot of people who can explain it. Search for it. You have to know what's written in the white paper. You have to understand the 3 technologies behind Bitcoin and why it's really breakthrough technology invention. What Satoshi did there. Why there is proof of work. Why we use mining and what the hash, the SHA-256, how that all connects. You have to know every line in the Bitcoin white paper. And if you don't understand a thing, look it up, learn it, because it's essential. The white paper is only 9 pages, including the references, and it's so well written, so clear, so simple actually, that it's like a poem. And that's the absolute first point. Then I would say the Bullish Case for Bitcoin from VJ is second, because it's easy to read and
it's easy.
easier than Saifedean's book. Then you get a connection with with money, with the financial market. And then I would say you're ready for Saifedean's book, The Bitcoin Standard. Those 3 are absolutely must read. And then it's all learning by doing, I guess. Just allocate a small amount. Don't wait for like you said, don't wait till it comes down. Don't wait. Just put in a small amount to learn. And for one person, that's $1,000. For another, it's $1 million. But put in an amount that you can lose, that you're willing to lose.
Would you say that it maybe 1% less, or what do you think that is for people?
Everybody has to decide that for himself. But your first investment.
Well, you're not going to miss 1% of your net worth. It's like whatever,
yeah, less. No, but I would say 1% or less. Maybe just see how it works.
Because you'll pay attention then.
Yeah, I get exactly. You learn faster when you're doing it. So maybe get $100 on the not even as an investment, but to pay coffee to lose to buy stuff and learn how wallets work.
By the way, I messed around with NFTs earlier this year, or last year, I should say. I keep doing that just for that reason. I wasn't necessarily interested in NFTs, but I wanted to understand what everybody's talking about. And then from that, you start to really mess around with like the tech and that, and the wallets and all this kind of crap, which I really didn't do. I was a Bitcoin buyer and holder. I was a hodler. That's it. So when I was messing around with that, I was like, oh, totally understand this now. This could be an entryway into people into Bitcoin, actually, in some ways. I'm not advocating it. I'm just saying I can see how they'll lose their shirt and then at least know how to use wallets, for the most part.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people who got rich with that as
Sure.
well because
I
it's
know some people have made a lot of money from
yeah,
NFTs,
more than
but
Bitcoin.
that's
So
a skill set that I don't necessarily have. But yeah.
no, same here, same here. So, but yeah, learn by doing, and Twitter. Twitter is I was not on Twitter before Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Um, I think I opened the account in 2017, mainly at the end of 2017, mainly to express my opinion against that fork. That was the fork war.
Mm.
The
Mhm.
first, well, it was a very large attack of on Bitcoin, and if that would have succeeded, Bitcoin would be gone by now. But it didn't, and there was especially Roger Ver played a very bad role at that time. And
Mm.
I basically opened the account to troll him. I guess that's what we would say at the moment. But it was so unbelievable to me that people actually bought that story of him and the whole big block story. Read why can't you see that that is a bad thing and that will centralize everything and the arguments are fake and blah blah blah. But anyway, that sort. And then I just lurked for a couple of years and listened to the people like Adam and I don't know if Preston was already there, but VJ for sure and the Winklevoss brothers, etc., etc. And oh, by the way, Andreas Antonopoulos. That was one of
Mhm.
my big teachers as well. He has very nice videos, so that's I guess must.
I met him on Clubhouse, and he was telling people how you should use your Bitcoin to pay people. And so I was like, "Whoa, wait a second, what are we talking about?" But he has a different perspective around Bitcoin. It's yeah,
He
it's
went the other way a little bit, and but his early work is phenomenal.
yeah,
His,
I've read.
and he has an introduction. I think it's 5 years old, but it's beautiful. And but from there, and then I got the idea for the stock to flow to make some kind of model, and I the whole scarcity 21 million, the halving has of course a role in that. So I started tweeting in end of 2018, I guess, working up to the article in March 2019. But that yeah, I think Twitter is beautiful because you can follow the people that you select. You can
Yeah.
follow the interesting people and leave
Some
out.
people were commenting yesterday, "He blocked me," or something, but you can
Oh,
also
sure.
block people if it's annoying you, like, why do I wanna see it, I
Exactly.
don't understand why people get so bent out of shape on getting blocked on Twitter.
Yeah.
Why do I wanna see you saying negative things? You can say whatever you want, I can't stop you, but, like, I don't wanna necessarily see that. I don't know.
Just it's just for me. It's just noise control, right? In the big, especially with 1 million followers, then everything comes 100 times as big. I can't read all the followers. Then everything comes 100 times as big. I can't read all the comments on my own tweets, and I want to read
Yeah.
them because that's